that. I like 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 that.
Ah, shuck it, duck it.
Quack, quack.
Hey, people.
What's
up,
going
people?
on?
Hey, everybody.
Now,
All right. Look like it's just
We-
three of us
we
tonight.
good.
Everybody want to take off and everything. What you say, Bernard?
I know. Man, shit, you might have to fight some folks, man. It's 2 weeks in a row, ain't it?
Yeah. Well,
You know,
take off.
Well,
Hey.
That's
we
all
got
right.
our resident Tommy, who's
Oh,
I
Tom,
don't know.
Tommy. Y'all see that we opened up the I should have had the pictures, man. I'm gonna see whether I can upload them while y'all be talking. Whether I can upload those pictures from the office today. We opened the office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the new office.
Yeah, don't officially open until Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Officially open the Hot 2100 Savannah office on Friday.
Well,
What is
I
this?
Okay.
Let me see something.
I
Oh
love
yeah,
the
there you
music
go. There you go. Hot 2100
that you guys
Savannah.
are playing. I've been playing it. Yeah,
Huh?
All
I-
right.
I've been listening to the music all afternoon,
Okay.
and it's good. You know,
Oh,
if
okay.
you know, it's not. What I love about the station is it's not all of that talking. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You know-
they ain't talking. I mean, eventually we're gonna get around to doing some talking.
Mhm.
And we'll have shows, but right now it's all music until we start.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a soft kickoff Friday, and then the hard launch will be January 2nd. For we ought to have everything ready to roll out. And hey, it's just it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I love the music. It's not too much for my ears. I'm not hearing a whole bunch of doggone Megan the Stallion. You know, So
Damn. Well,
mean-
you have to go to bed when we stop. You have to go to bed when we stop playing that, isn't it?
I don't mind, but I just don't. I don't care for that type of music on rotation every 2 minutes. I mean, give me some older, genre.
I mean, you can have. One of the things that I plan on having for it is a versus, me versus you, for the best rap music of the early, clean rap music. It might be me versus Bernard for the best soul music ever made. his wish list against my list. You know, I plan on having a show for that. You know, once a week or once every, you know, however we can get it.
When you kick that off, please, I think that you should have different hosts on the show for that, you know, but you be the host and then you have different people against each other, you know.
Well, that can happen too. That can happen too. This week
James versus Bernard.
Right.
And,
right.
You know.
And they can act a fool and do what they want and say what they want to say, except for, you know, those keywords, that one keyword we will not be saying.
Yeah.
But
you
can say all the other stuff you want. Huh? What's that, Bernard?
I got to do that. Let me go out and then come back in. Remember that echo? It may be me. Sorry about that.
It must be you because we can't hear.
Machines, too many devices.
But yeah, I think that would be good, and then the listeners would tell you who they feel like was the winner, you know, of each round. You know,
right?
You have like 3 rounds, and I think that would be good. That would be real good.
You hear us, Bernard?
Yeah. I could have heard y'all, but y'all didn't hear the echo, but I did. So we good now.
Okay.
You know, they got this new advice where we had to go in and fill out stuff and you got to got with the steam yard. It ain't like it used to be. We had to go in and redo it. Yeah.
Yeah. So are y'all as nervous as I am?
What you nervous about?
I'm just nervous about everything that's going on in the world. I'm nervous about this election, even though I've already voted and I've taken 2 people to vote, and now I'm in Savannah, and my daughter, the one that was in the accident, she wants to go and vote. So I'm going to try to see if I can make a way for her to go and vote tomorrow. But I'm just nervous. Yeah.
It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. It's getting down to the wire. People saying things, and you know, I had to go off on this girl, black girl, probably mama white, daddy black, and you know, it's like if I see something, I'm gonna say something, no matter what. And I had to. She was, you know, one Magic, a Baltimore, and Spike Lee, and you know, those people don't go off. They don't, you know, if somebody go off on them, they ain't gonna go ahead and retaliate. So I had to do it, man. I went off. Hey, who don't like it? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You if you got a lot of shit to say about people, then at the end of the day, you should be woman enough to take what I gave you. You know, period.
Good evening, everyone.
Hey, Miss Lady, how you doing?
Good. How's everybody?
Oh, we shucky ducky.
Shucky ducky quack quack. Hey, what's up?
I'm glad I got 2 women on here tonight because we got some relationship questions, and I know y'all got y'all damn opinions.
Oh shit.
If we don't have nothing else, we got opinions.
Yeah. And if we don't like it, we address it.
Yeah.
Well, I know Bernard will.
I know y'all got your opinion.
No, Cozy, we're getting the kinder, gentler Bernard now. You know.
I wonder why.
Hey, I don't know, Sonya.
He's officially in love.
Sonya,
shit.
Sonya, you might win that. You might win that money.
I know damn well
that I was not going to win the money.
I know damn well you ain't just said that.
And we're gonna leave it like that, man. Carry on. You know I'm just not getting my voice back.
Y'all $40, Julius.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. You know why? You know why I'm gonna win?
Why?
Because love trumps everything.
Okay.
Love conquer all. Love conquer all.
That's right. I'm going to win because love conquers all.
Okay.
That's
and
right.
I'm a win.
I don't know, man.
And I'm a win because what's the name of that very famous strip club in Atlanta?
Magic City.
Magic City.
I'm a win because Magic City is a draw to love.
It draw us. I don't know. You know what? To be honest, I think I'm just too much for any woman. I'm too much.
Because you know what it is? Because you're set in your ways, Bernard. And unless a woman is, you would have to get a woman from overseas, maybe an African that don't speak no American. That's what you would have to get. Because you couldn't get one of them, Germans or anything like that.
Yeah.
You got to get a woman with a body. And she would have to be, the Nigerian women, I heard that they are very submissive. So and they treat their men very well, very well.
You're right. I don't have no problem. It's just that I just done got stuck in my way, and it's just gonna be hard, man. I had some good women in my life since my wife passed, and it just I don't know.
What you scared of, Bernard? What are you really scared of?
I'm not scared. I'm just I don't want to, what's the word? I don't want to be committed. I don't want to be committed. I don't want to be committed because when you in a relationship, man, that's commitment.
It is.
And if I'm going to do 100, I'm going to do 100 at the end of the day. If I'm not going to get into it. It's just like coaching basketball. I said, look, I ain't going to do it because I ain't going to put 100. So I moved on.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going to bring nobody. I'm not bringing nobody in my life if I can't get 100. That's just flat out real. Yeah. And like I said, it's me. Ain't nobody else. It's just me and how I am.
Yeah.
I can piggyback on that.
I can run some women.
To piggyback on that, I believe that you're afraid, because the love that you had for your wife and how you cared for her, when she was sick and how you watched her get sicker and you couldn't help her, get better. I'm right here. I'm sorry. My nephew was passing in the back. But the way you could not help her and everything probably made you feel helpless. And, you don't want to feel that way again. You don't want to give your heart to somebody and then have to go through those feelings,
Yeah. Is that it, Bernard?
She leading right on the track with me. I don't want to be honest, and I'm just keeping it real since I know this ain't part of the show, but Jerusalem is let's start a relationship first. My thing is this. One of the reasons why I deal with young women is because I don't want to get involved with I don't want to go through what I went through with my wife and have to do the same thing, the caregiver and take care of it. That was draining. It took me out. So I don't want to go back. I don't want to go through that no more. If I don't want to go with somebody who already got health issues, already got that, because I know for a fact I'm gonna stay there and take care of that person. I just don't want to go through that no more. It took me out. So that's why young women who got a good heart and all that, boom. That's just me.
Suppose it's the woman taking care of you. The young girl, the young girl ain't gonna take care of you.
Yeah, but I already got my caregiver and everything in line if I get sick. It's on my insurance policy, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, and I'm in good health. Only thing I'm trying to control my blood pressure. And that's right. I'd rather deal with a 100% heart than to deal with a heart that's 40%. And people don't realize everybody can give you advice, but until you walk that shoe and went through what I went through, and see, I don't want to do it no more. I can't. It took me out, and the only reason that I stayed, I had to take care of my child. I mean, I'm planting my wife here. I'm doing everything. I'm falling. I'm taking care of, man. That's when you see somebody you love just go from 200 pounds to 55 pounds, man, please, I ain't going through that no more. I can't. So I'm gonna just go.
You know what?
I'm gonna stay single for the rest of my life. I can't do it.
But you know what, Bernard? I feel like this. I feel like all of us will have to go down that road. You know, we're gonna, you know, because from my experience, and y'all know I've been sick. You know, I've been sick recently. Mm-hmm. You know, so we'll either be the person to get sick, or we're going to be the person to watch somebody be sick. And I watched my mother be sick, you know. Mm-hmm. And none of them are fun places to be, but it always makes you feel better if you have somebody that loves you by your side. You know, it never, I felt so alone when I was in the hospital and wasn't nobody there.
Wow.
And I thought of, like, this is how my life is going to end. Like, alone. And nobody to care for me. Nobody that cares for me, here for me. You know? And who's going to know to call my friends? You know? Like, if I was to die in this hospital today, nobody would have known to call Julius or Bernard or anybody. And it made me feel so like I need to do something different because this is not how I want to live my life. And you guys know that I was always against marriage and stuff like that, but it gave me a new perspective on what I need to be focusing on is at least, you know, getting with somebody that can really love me and love me through all of the times, the good times and the bad times, you know? Right. So find you somebody that's going to love you through the good times and the bad times, you know? Because those CNAs, you know, you going to pay them, but they ain't going to love you. They're going to be, you know, they're going to be calling off and, you know, I mean.
Right. But one thing I'm not going to do, and one thing I don't want you to do is I ain't going to be so lonely just to get somebody just because I don't want to be lonely and I want people to, I don't want to be by myself and this, that ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. And it's like, I run people more away than run them to me because I'm just set in my ways. And I'm like, Ace is Ace. I know when you're faking. I can talk to you for 10 seconds and I can tell you to get the hell on.
Well,
I know.
Bernard, you know I love you, right?
Yeah, talk to me.
You're my brother. We've been brothers for 50-something years.
Yeah.
It just takes time to build anything. You can't go into a one day thinking that you fit to get married. You meet somebody, you enjoy them, you see where it goes. You don't let anybody else influence your happiness. because nobody can make you happy,
Mm-hmm.
but you know how to make you happy. All the people, all those other, anybody else that's the outside influences, the naysayers. Hey, every 3 things we search for all our life. I told y'all this plenty of times. 3 things we search for all our life, and we go into a commercial. A break after this, and then we got somebody coming on to tell us about the event. But 3 things we search for. We search for money all our life. Every time you walk out the door, you're looking for money. We search for God. Every day you think about how God has blessed you, or God needs to bless you. And the 3rd thing is we search for love. Everybody's searching for somebody to love them.
Yep.
So until you find that person to love you, then you're still searching. And when you find that person, you let it be what it be. You know, we got a bunch of comments coming up here. I don't know whether y'all want to respond to any, but and then we got Shamika coming on in a minute to tell us about the show. About an event, a food giveaway in a few minutes. So I hope that she is ready. Shamika, you there? Because we're gonna be coming to you as soon as we come back from a break. Can you hear me? I was waiting on her to just give me a thumbs up. I could see her. I could see her video in the back. Okay, we're gonna come back to you, and as soon as we come back from break, we'll be right back. All right, and then she'll tell us about her event, and we'll start on our platform. But Bernard, it's all gonna be all right, and I know it's all gonna be all right, and we're gonna get it together.
If it's not all right, it's gonna be all right.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
Need your garments cleaned with care and with a professional touch? Then bring them to One Price Cleaners in Garden City at the Old Farmers Market on Highway 80. Service you can count on.
Okay. All right, we're back. Got 1,025 people watching us somewhere out there in the world. We got a guest on that's going to tell us about an event that's happening this weekend. Can you hear us, Shamika?
I can.
All right. Well, you tell us. Please let us know what is going on this weekend with the big food giveaway. And let me turn this music down. Go ahead and tell us what's happening.
Hi, everybody out
How
there.
you doing, Miss Lady?
All is well. I am Nika Simmons. I am the Executive Director over Ladder Strategies and Solutions, and I am a Chatham County partner with Black Voters Matter. And this weekend, we will be having the Community Resource Festival. It will be held 2011 Waters Avenue. The landmark for that is 37th and Waters inside the shopping center. And we will be giving away fresh fruits and vegetables. And we will have different resources from the city and the county and different organizations around Chatham County. So we urge you guys to come out, take part, be a part of, get lifted, and get all the resources that you guys may need, and come and get you some free groceries.
So is groceries. Let me put the flyer up for you. It's with hello. This is it here, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And it's at 2011 Waters. That's Waters and what 37th? 36?
Yes, that's the landmark for the event. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then there's free games and rides, and you got vendors and everything gonna be out there.
We do.
Okay.
And
All kinds of,
everything is free for the community. You know, we have different resources. If you want to be a homeowner, we have different homeowner resources, different resources from the city that the city has that's available for you, different resources from different organizations throughout Chatham County. So everything that you may need, it'll be there for you.
awesome.
We're trying to level up in 2025, and we're trying to bring resources to help our people level up for 2025.
All right.
Okay, and I can come there and get me a bag full of stuff. Unfortunately, I'll be out of town. When that is,
It's
that's
this
November
Saturday,
2nd.
that's
November the
Saturday. I'll be
2nd.
out. I'll be
It's from It's
huh?
from 2 to 6. It's from 2 to 6. Bring the children. We'll have bingo out there. We'll have different prizes, giveaways, popcorn, different things, different bounce houses and rides. It'll be different things out there, and it's available. You know, different things that'll be out and available for the community.
Along with fresh fruits and vegetables.
That's correct.
You giving away any turkeys and hams and chicken?
That's 2 weeks later. We'll get to that
Okay.
on the next event. But on this one, we're just giving away free fruits and vegetables, and we will have hot food that'll be available for everybody that's coming.
Okay, so y'all make sure y'all spread the word. This is it here. The
And
fall
come get you some free
resource
ice
stuff.
cream.
Fall Result Festival 2011.
Yeah.
2011 Waters. Okay.
So y'all come out and get your food, get your free vegetables, everything free, right? Except for the vendors.
And most of all, come get you some free resources that you need so that we can level up as a people. Come
Right.
get some of those.
Right.
And
right.
that's the most important thing. That's the reason
Level up.
for the season.
Okay. I
We're
hear
trying
you.
to level up in 2025, and our people, we want home ownership. We want people to know all of the resources that are available to them from the city and the county. So we got them in position to hand them out to our people, the resources, you know, that a lot of people, you know, don't know about. Things will be there for you. And besides that, we have different lenders that'll be on hand. We have one young lady from Lenders Financial. She'll be there telling you how to straighten your credit out to become a home owner and how to get things that you need. We just want our people to level up for 2025.
Right.
And I'm just trying to bring all of those resources that we need into one place conveniently so that we can do that.
Yeah. And they need to level up.
Okay, well, I got a favor I need to ask of you. We got some. Are you married?
Excuse me?
Are you married?
Oh, really?
She said, "Excuse me."
I'm asking for the audience. I already know.
No, I am not married.
Well, then you need to stay on because maybe you could help us with a couple of these questions. I know you got to go at 8:30.
Okay.
You know, I'll put in some of these questions.
I'm not married, but I am a wife.
Huh?
She means she
Say that
white.
again.
Get that. I'm not married, but I am a wife.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what that means?
Hell no.
You got to be a wife before you even get married. I walk
That's
around
right.
and carry myself
Tell
like a
them.
wife.
Yeah,
I am
that's
a
true.
wife.
That's true. That's true.
I am a wife.
I'll smoke to that.
Okay. Matter of fact, all three of y'all ladies on here is a wife. Y'all just not married.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm a husband.
good
But shit,
questions.
that's the
We
case.
just
I'm a husband. I'm a husband.
Hey, you got to
You're
be a husband before you
resistant
marry
husband.
somebody.
That's
You got to be husband quality. You got to be husband material.
that's
We gonna
it.
That's
make-
right. That's right.
we're gonna make you a husband, and what we gonna do?
I know. Shit.
You ain't gonna make me lose my money.
Hey,
Hey,
Mika,
hey, oh, that's
Huh?
hey, Drew. So
what
that's what it's
time
about.
was your
It's
event
a-
on
It's
Saturday?
about your money.
It's
and
at
not
2
me.
o'clock.
It's just about the money.
Okay.
Come on, I thought it was about me.
It's about both. Sandra was asking Mika a question. What you say, Sandra?
I was
It
just
starts at
asking
2.
what time does it start? 2
It
o'clock.
starts at 2.
Starts at 2.
Yeah, it's from 2 to 6.
Okay, well, Mika, if you got a few minutes, maybe you'd like to help us with a couple of these questions, you know,
Sure.
because because we got some relationship questions today. and I like to hear the women's thoughts on this here. It don't matter, and this is, they ain't got them in no particular order, but this is let's go with the first one, and then y'all give me your thoughts. Cozy, I don't want to hear that mess out you tonight.
If you expect a good man to protect and provide for you, be prepared to be a peaceful partner. Otherwise, you're going to fumble that man, because a leader is not going to stay with a woman who is refusing to listen.
Amen. I mean, Ashe.
Ashe?
Ashe.
Okay, so y'all understand that. Y'all got to be his peace. You got to be a peaceful partner. You can't bring confusion and chaos into that man's life. We're not looking for a woman that's going to compliment him and make sure that that when he come home, she is his peace, not his chaos.
Yes,
I do agree.
I understand exactly what you're saying, but a man can expect you to be his peace and he's your trauma.
Ooh, no.
All right now. Okay. But
we
don't need the man being your trauma either now.
I'll smoke to that.
And
we don't need the man being your trauma.
I'm just being honest. If you're asking somebody to be your peace, you have to be their peace as well. And you can't be their trauma. You can't traumatize a woman and bring all type of drama, and then now she has trauma and expect to have peace. And a lot of times within the household, that's what happens. A man brings drama, what brings trauma, and then expect peace. That don't equal peace.
Well, that's true. It's true. Hold on, Mr. Jerry. What you saying?
Why do they always want to blame man?
Nobody's always trying to blame a man.
I didn't blame a man.
I think man is the most simplified form of.
I never blamed him. I never blamed the man at all.
Sound like he's from Africa.
I said
Would you like to get on here and tell them that?
Yeah. Tell him to show his face.
Hey, good night.
You gotta come over a little bit. Mr. Jerry. Mr. Jerry is from Atlanta, Georgia. He's from Hot 2100. You gotta get in a little bit, man. Come over.
Scooch over, Mr. Jerry.
Hey, I ain't gonna bite you.
Yeah.
But listen, Mr. Jerry is from Atlanta. He owns Hot 2100 Atlanta. We just started Hot 2100 Savannah, and Mr. Jerry Cummins, he's the owner of that. He's the one that talked me into starting the Hot 2100 Savannah. So we open today, but we don't start until Friday, and that's with our soft launch, and we start with our grand opening January 2nd, but our pre-opening is for 2 months from November 1st to January. So there's Mr. Jerry right there. And
how you doing, Mr. Jerry?
Good. How are you, man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what you said, Mr. Jerry, you said, why are they always blaming the man?
Yeah, let me say something to you, ladies. Men are the most simplest form in everything. We just simple. Here's the issue why you see relationships are not working today. Women don't want, a lot of women follow the characters of the internet, right? Follow the characters of the media. That has poisoned Black women to the highest level. You're thinking that I don't need a man because I got money or you have a good job. That's only a part structure of it. A relationship you got to build. By nature, the Creator designed women and men, but a man is always the ruler and will be the top ruler in a home. And he had the structure of the woman to support him, but we ignore the laws of nature. So what we find once we ignore the laws of nature by the Creator, we have confusion, we have chaos. Everyone is fighting for power. You know what? If you submit to your man, it's not about ruling again. It's all about love. You find humility, you find peace in a relationship. But if you're trying to rule and conquer, overpower your husband or your man, you deal with confrontation. Because by design, men are not built that way to let's say, to be over suppressed by a woman. That's not the nature of a man. When you work together as one, you accomplish a whole lot more than creating that power struggle. So all I have to say to women out there, be humble, be respectful, be loving, be kind, and you get back that in return, tenfold of that in return. Respect yourself, respect your husband, respect your position in your home and your family, and you get all the love you want in return. Men just need love, happiness, and be taken care of. Vice versa. I'm not saying all the men don't have issues, but you find there's a tendency of women going on that high up issue that is not bringing peace to a family, not peace to a
So,
structure.
Mr. Jerry, I don't want to cut you off, but it don't seem like you trying to take Charlie Brown place here with that.
Now, I mean, yeah,
You
but
gotta
what you know,
you gotta
what,
make
Charlie Brown.
your comments a little shorter so they can
but
respond.
wait,
Let me hear you.
but what he's saying is so poignant, is so true.
Very true.
Because a lot of women have, I don't know, out of necessity or out of because they are media driven, they have stepped outside their roles.
Exactly.
You know, and we need to find a balance, and we need to play our roles again.
Exactly. Men is not about power. We don't fight it because it wasn't created in that way.
Right.
So we know who we are. We just need love and compassion and sincerity from a woman to live a happy life and bring happiness to the family. But once you start dealing with that complexities and women becoming testosterone driven more than humility, that's the issue.
Okay, you get a pass because you
Well,
guess. Anybody else got
Mr.
anything?
Jerry,
I don't know.
Mr. Jerry, I hear what you're saying, but I kind of beg to differ with you on that. I feel like a lot of men are supposed to be men. It's men out here that's 40, 30, and 50 and above that have childhood trauma, and they're not men. People say they're men because they're over 30. They're not men.
Right.
So
You know what's side the trip here?
How can you lead when you're not a man? A lot of people have trauma and they have the age, but they're still a little boy. That boy is in them because they haven't gotten over trauma. So when they get in a relationship, you know, a lot of times people teach you, your uncles, your father, and everybody else, you've learned, oh, I'm supposed to be the man. I'm supposed to be the man. I rule this household. And a lot of times they're still a little boy. They don't know how to be a man. They don't even know how to communicate effectively. Yeah. And so a lot of times for a woman to allow you to lead, we have to feel secure that you can lead. And so a lot of times, you know, when men say women don't respect them and they just want peace, they bring trauma. And the same thing with women. I'm not just gonna say about women. It's a little girl in all of us. And sometimes women have unhealed wounds, so they come into a relationship. And so
that's the positive part of it.
You know, so when people say the man just wants peace and this and that, I mean, do you really bring peace? And that's why I said what I said in the beginning. Are you bringing peace and wanting? I mean, are you bringing trauma and wanting peace, or are you really bringing peace? Because what's your definition of peace? That's what I'm trying to say. Some people don't really know the definition of peace.
No, wait, let me just address you one time.
Okay.
I think you're looking too deep into the word of peace and looking too deep in the psychological aspect of it.
No.
Hold on one second. We need to be. Let me talk for one second.
That's why I'm gonna say. That's why. Oh Lord.
Hold on. Let Bernard go.
Go ahead, Bernard.
Can I go?
Yes.
Really happy.
Can I give you?
Happiness is.
Listen.
So that thing does
Mute.
So when you sound
Okay.
deep in it,
Okay, hold on.
Look at the example right here. Look at the example right here. We talking.
Okay, Shamika, you got to be able to listen to me.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
You got to be able to listen, Mika. So now Bernard going. You got to hear the man's perspective also. Come on, Bernard.
Yeah. Let me say this here. Prime example. Okay. I met my wife down in Savannah, Georgia. 1 week, wanted to marry her the next week. We've been together for 40 years, been married for 37 years, and she passed away 9 years ago. So what Mika talking about, I'm really not listening, not being disrespectful, because ain't nobody gonna tell me how to treat a woman. Nobody gonna tell me how a relationship that I already know. That's why I'm by myself, because I don't need nobody to come in my house trying to tell me how to a man. I'm a damn grown man and a good man. I don't need no woman to come tell me, well, we got to do this and that. Let's count. If we can't be 100, then you can't be with me. It's not 50-50 no more. It's 100-100. And it's not always the man. You got women could destroy your whole damn life, and you got men's. I done seen it. So they said, well, why you still single? Because I want to be. Are you lonely? I ain't lonely enough to marry somebody that gonna mess my whole life up. And if you can't trust me, the level of me looking for a woman and I'm not looking, you got to go real high with my wife at. And if you can't touch it or beat that, then I don't want to deal with it. I've been single for 10 years. I don't need no drama. I don't need these women shaking their head and all that. I don't need no materialistic woman. All she want to look how to look good, spend money. I don't need that shit. And that's why I'm going to be like that. I stay with my daughter, my grandkids, and I have a happy life. They always say a happy home, a happy wife. No, a happy single man with no wife or no relationship is happy than any damn thing. Period.
I mean,
Cozy, did you have something before Mr. Jerry rebut all that, man?
I see everybody's side, but I would want to take it back to not just now as adults, but all of us are traumatized, especially in our community. I think we've lost the idea of what each other's roles are, unfortunately. Oh, happy Father's Day. I'm going to get a Father's Day card and give it to my mother because my mother been my mother and my father. We got to stop that. Unfortunately, systematically, we've been pit against each other, and it shows. I think we need to have one big heap of forgiveness, forgiving each other, and then let's try and learn our roles together moving forward. I just think we're so disjointed, especially the Black family. We're like this, like a jacket hanging off that's ill-fitting. We're so disjointed as a group, as a unit, and until we learn each other's roles, then we can operate in that space effectively.
Yeah, well,
yes, let me just... a man. I believe a man is a man, no matter how you cut him and slice him. But unfortunately, the Black man specifically has been broken down in so many ways, and we have been broken down too. I'm guilty. I have not always been his piece, any of their piece. But if I'm ever gifted with that again, I promise you I won't drop the ball. I'll land right there.
Yeah, but the problem arises, right? Look at the traditional relationship. Mm-hmm. It has shifted from what it should be to a more mechanical form of relationship, in that love is not love. Love is money. Money to me conquers everything in today's world, in relationship world. In my world, that doesn't matter. You could have money, you don't have any love. But most women today are conditioned to think of the economics more than the feminine part of a relationship. Now, secondly, a lot of male kids are being raised by female, right? Yeah. And just due to the lack of the dad in the house or whatever happens. When a male is being raised by a female, that's trauma in a sense, right? So you women are allowing your male sons to be stimulated by females and not by the male character for development. I don't care how much a female loves her son. If she continues to be the father and be the mother, that keeps her off balance, right? So these things cause trauma in relationship.
You can't talk. without being on the screen, man.
Right.
That's not good for the show.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so we need to have a balance in that. We need to go back to the traditional way of relationship if we gotta work. Women of today, both black and white and everybody else, are becoming empowered by money. I had the money, I had the power. They look at that as power. Men don't look at that as power. That's a fraud way of looking at a relationship from that perspective. When you love me, it becomes unconditional, and that's where the power is. And if you could come back to the basics of I doing what it takes as a man to protect my family and do everything I can do for my family, money doesn't have a say in that. But when it has the other way around, it's an issue. So women need to listen to men need to listen to women, but women need to have the utmost respect for a husband, vice versa. So, we just need to kind of come back to the basics of understanding, and we can enjoy happiness. You know who governs the black women nowadays? Turn the TV on, turn it on YouTube, or turn it on Instagram. You'll see all the young women out there, not all, but a lot of them. The mentality they have, the thinking apparatus is dung drain. The attitudes are dung drain.
But Mr. Jerry,
they can be productive people in the future.
I'm going to have to stop you again because you need your own show.
There you go. The Jerry C. Show. The Jerry C. Show.
You need your own show, the Jerry C. Show.
Back.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah, because you got a good, you're talking good stuff.
I mean, his flow is good because
you can't talk that long.
If you can believe it,
it's very
if you can believe it, I support everything that he is saying.
5,000%.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
I mean, and it's hard to get.
You need to have your own show, bro.
We already got the name.
A feminist behind what he is saying, but you have to realize that there are roles and people, and there's feminine energy. And
yeah, but that's where we must stop using that word. A woman should not be a feminist. A feminist was created for one reason, to create a power structure. And what that power structure does, destroy the actual structure of what the power is, which is not a family. You understand what I'm saying? So forget that power structure. That's womanizing. That's feminism, which causes destruction. That's the only thing it was created for. Look at that. In a black family, they tell a black woman, you know what? Make money and you can be your own woman in your own home. You know what? But life doesn't work that way because it destroys the family. In the Indian family, that power struggle does not goes on. In a white family, that doesn't goes on because the white man respects her man. The Indian woman respects her man. Every other race, they respect their husband. But in the black race, the female has testosterone driven, that she been stimulated to that level that it causes destruction in the black family
and division.
Yes. And
Jerry, are you saying that black women should strive not to make?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I said if you two come together and work together, you achieve a whole world, because that's what it's intended for by the creator, that male and female come together to work together, to build together, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying, once the power struggle comes into place, that's destruction, and it can't work. It just can't work. Go ahead.
I think that you're seeing more men just feeling, emasticized, by their females because the woman makes more money. It's not that we're saying, oh, I make more money than you, so I should have more power than you in the house. I've never said that.
You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it, but it shows.
I'm very humbled.
Yeah, you don't have to say it, but it shows by the way your attitude, the way you react. It shows.
And all men's not like that. All men don't care about if a woman make more money than them. Now, with me, I had 2 roles in the house.
Right.
Yes, dear, no, dear.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not about, oh, I'm the man. No, we
Right,
together.
exactly.
I don't.
Exactly.
That's why it lasted so long, because we was best friends. We
That's
was together. It wasn't no you the man and she the woman. That is
exactly.
No.
Exactly. That's where.
No.
That's where. That's
And
where.
then when my
we
daughter
come.
came, my daughter was in charge of everything. You know what I'm saying? Because she was a daddy girl, and she still is. So people getting it twisted. When my wife made more money than me, I didn't care.
Exactly.
It wasn't that. It was like what we both can bring to the table and
That's
have a
right.
happy marriage.
Right.
And we was happy. We didn't
Exactly,
get no
brother.
argument, but I know
Exactly.
when to shut up and when to say something. Because at the end of the day, I always say the most strongest women in the world is black women. They're
Right.
strong.
Without a
And
question.
if you hit the flow and you have a hard time to get up, that black woman gonna be right there and pick you up and make sure you good.
Without
And
a
my
question.
mama always told me, don't let a man or a woman make you feel less of a man. My mama raised me, even though I had 2 daddies, but my mama raised me, and I can do everything a woman can do but have a baby, but I can put one there. And I respect when you respect your woman will respect you, and vice versa. A woman should not try to come in there and wear the pants and the dress. Come on now.
Exactly.
That's for the P Diddy part.
That's where the problems are.
Well, people, we do need to move on now. This is a great show. Mr. Jerry, we're gonna start your show, but before we start it, we're gonna have you on to give some more, spit out some more of this knowledge. I don't know how long Mika got, but we got to get a few of these subjects before she go. So here go the next one.
If she wasn't up, what makes you think that she wouldn't already be taken up by now? You think that she 30, 40, 50 years old and every single guy that ever came across her just missed out on a great thing? Come on, y'all. Can we really have a real conversation? Every single guy through her entire existence on the face of this earth, they just fumbled. They didn't know what they missed out on. Everybody was crazy. And you the one that discovered the diamond that's been visible for the whole world. She on social media. She had all of the hot spots. She making herself available. And you the one that just discovered her, even though she had children by 3 different dudes. All of them didn't want her. Her daddy don't want her. Her mama's disgusted at her. Her grandmothers keep trying to hold her accountable. She done busted down for God knows how many different guys. And you think that she was just hiding in plain sight and God put a veil over every guy's eyes that passed over her before he got to her, and then y'all let these simp coaches, man, listen, it's okay to get with that woman. You just missing out on a good thing. Then how come everybody else before me didn't see it?
You know what? Well,
true.
First of all,
women, we love you. We love you guys.
Only one talk at a time.
I'm sorry.
And we love you guys too.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say that he's full of shit. Okay, I'm gonna say he's full of shit because a person at age 14 should be different by the time they're 40. Okay, I had my first child at 14, but by the time I was in my 40s, I had already had my PhD. I had a GED when I was 16. I had a PhD when I was 42. Okay, so that's and by the time I was 19, I had 3 kids. By the time, so that's the mismatch. You're a different person by the time you have gone through some things. And yes, you're dating different types of people. I dated one person from age 14 to 20 who gave me 3 children and became a crackhead. And then I dated another type of person and he was still not the person. So I wound up with 6 kids, but I did not shun my responsibilities. And at age 42, when I had my PhD. I knew who I was. And I'm getting what I deserve today. So the bullshit that he was spitting.
Well, you didn't say that it applied to everybody.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
It's some people.
Maybe it applies to some people, but
Yeah.
it does not. You don't paint everybody because it does not apply.
Okay. Well,
it's a general rule of thumb, but I don't apply it to everybody. Everybody has different circumstances, but it's a general rule of thumb. There has to be a standard by which we judge things, and there has to be a standard in which certain things apply to certain behaviors. But the factor is we cannot say everybody falls into the same category. It's that simple.
Yeah. Well, I think what he was saying was, you come across this woman and she's and you're saying, oh Lord, I done found a diamond in the rough. And then he's saying, well, how come all these other guys didn't see that diamond in the rough? And you see, and it's true. They might not have understood her. She's too complicated for them. She's too outgoing for them. She's too intellectual for them. It's a lot of things that will make those guys not want that woman because, so you can't blame the woman. You got to blame the guys because they didn't see the potential in that woman.
Yeah. Maybe they probably didn't see her. Maybe they didn't want to spend that time to get to know to see it. Because there's a lot of, it's 51 to, I always joke in Atlanta, it's 51-1, but with us men have so much to choose for now that we don't have time. We'll give a woman 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, boom, we'll get another one. No, we don't have time to get to know that person. So at the end of the day, it always say one thing about a woman, a red flag come on quick. And man too. So it's hard. I'm 62 years old. It's hard being single out here. It's hard because there's so much out here and so many women. So at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we just don't give a woman time enough because we greedy. We don't want to give that woman time enough because we thinking the other woman, especially if you're single. So it's nothing against the woman and it's nothing against the man. But if you got 51 women to one man and you going to try the 51, 50, 49, you're going to get all the way until maybe 16, you're going to be wild, what I'm saying? So, so what you think about that, Mika? You unmute me.
I did.
Okay.
I did. Everybody has a different story. So I'm in agreement with everybody. I can't really judge a woman or a man on their age and things that they've been through. With age comes growth. So I do agree with my sister. Like, I'm not the same at 20 as I am, in my late 40s. That's two different people.
Yeah. Yep. Too sexy.
Thank you. But I'm just saying, with age comes growth. So I can't, what that brother was saying right there, I can't agree. I don't have that story. I don't share that story. I cannot relate. So I'm just being honest. But every woman and every man has a different story to tell about their life. And like we all know, life is life. And people go through things, but then besides going through them, people are now growing through them. So I can't relate to that, brother.
Yeah, but behavioral action starts taking responsibility of behavioral actions starts from at least 18.
But after,
is not the standard by which everyone is expected to be the nominal behavior, but behavioral action can be curbed or controlled or behaved in a fashion that avoids being looked at a certain way at a certain stage. So, you don't have to reach 40, so, but everyone is different. But you don't have to, it's not nominal that 40 is the tapping age that everything's become structure in your life again at one more time. But everyone is different.
Yes.
So I'm saying to you, making yourself or himself better could start at an early age just the same. And again, everything is just about individual respect for each other. That's it. That's my opinion.
Anybody else before we go to a break?
Cozy, you good?
All right, we'll be right back and get to our next subject.
Hey there. Are you ready to amplify your voice and embrace your passion? Tune in to Our Black Media Network, where community comes first and every story matters. We're here 24/7, delivering powerful content on everything from financial literacy to the latest in sports and mental health. We are unapologetically real, reflecting the heartbeat of our community with programs that inspire, empower, and drive change. Join us on all major media platforms to celebrate our unique voices and advocate for the change we want to see. With over 50K monthly viewers, our network is your go-to destination for authentic, engaging content. Be a part of the movement. Be a part of the change. Tune in to Our Black Media Network today and let your voice be heard.
All right, let's get on to our next subject.
Understand that just because a man shows lack of affection doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. You got to understand, you can't walk away from a relationship or walk away from a good man because he's not showing you all these emotions or all this affection. You got to understand that that's a part of a woman's nature, to be affectionate, to say I love you every day, to remind them, to be soft. That's what us women are there for. Men are to provide and to protect. A man being affectionate and being up under you all day, every day, it's just not a part of a man's nature. They're made to go work, to provide, and to come home and bring to the woman so that the woman can multiply. Whatever a man do and brings back to his wife, she multiplies. His job is not to wake up. He ain't gonna have time to give you 5 and 6 hugs a day. He ain't gonna have time for that because he's gonna be too busy trying to work and provide and maintain the house that he provided and made a home for you. So yes, a man is not going to be affectionate every single day. There's no reason to leave a good working man. And that's a lot of the times a good woman will fumble a man over the dumbest things in the world, like lack of emotions or lack of affection, or he not telling me he love me every single day. But them lights was on every day. You ate. You went shopping every now and then. When y'all made love, it was intimate. You felt his love when y'all made love, didn't you? That's not enough. These women just want these men to just fall at their feet. That's not what these men is made for.
Hey, I agree with that, sister.
Touchdown.
Well, it's balanced though, because
well, she just proved Jerry's point. You know,
Jerry C.
Okay,
Jerry C.
I love Jerry.
See, you're already.
I mean, if you can get Chandra to love you, you good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Woo.
But to this point is that your woman requires love, and she needs to feel not only protected, but she needs to feel loved, So the first person that tells her, hey, we don't dress up. I mean, I dress up all the time, and I don't dress up just for me. If I was married or if I was in a relationship, I would be dressing up for him also. So if he saw me every day, I would expect him at least once. I don't want the person at the corner store to tell me that you looking mighty fine today, sis, and I just left Jerry, at the house, and he saw me looking mighty fine, and he didn't tell me that I was looking mighty fine,
Mm-hmm. He ain't got time, he working.
No, he wasn't working when I was getting dressed.
Nah. Hey,
he wasn't working when I was dressed.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
He,
let me stop you right there.
he should be
Let
the
me
person that
stop you right there.
validates
You're right,
whether
Betty.
I'm looking mighty.
You're right, Betty.
Yeah. Hi, sister. Let me say something to you. I'm married for 25 to 30 years, right? Okay. And let me just say something to you. Is that when my wife, practically, I see my wife every morning. Hey, my wife, you look good. But there are times, sometimes I don't say, or she understands probably by telepathic, I don't know. But it's not something that you should overwhelmingly feel overconfident or less confident about, because that's just a part of life. That's superficial stuff. That's not real stuff. Look at the person.
Oh no! Now wait a minute, Jerry.
No, that's just a beautiful outlook without knowing what the content is inside for other people. So don't feel overwhelmed by that.
But intimacy.
Look at the overall way you're being treated versus 1 day or 2 days that person doesn't tell you look nice. So look at the overall way that you've been treated and how he takes care of his family, how he takes care of himself. And listen, sometimes we are the human factor. We're not perfect beings in that sense that it can happen every day. I may just be overlooked. But so look at the generalized way, the way he's been treated, the way he takes care of his family, the way he respects his family.
Yeah.
And those are the values. We got to put values more than to the visual aspects of the eyes.
Right, Mr. Jerry, you got to make it.
Mr. Jerry, let me say this here. I agree with everything you say, but I disagree with this one. Let me say this here. It's not always about just, and I told this young lady this the other day. It's not, and these men getting it twisted. It's not about because that man provide a light. It's not about because all that man do, make sure you got a house, you make sure the water on, make sure all that, make sure and see, you got some men take it the wrong way and they try to control the woman because they doing all that. At the end of the day, it's not all that. If I see my woman, and if I see my wife, if I see her, like, because sometimes you don't see them in the morning when they leave. If I see her, I'm going to say, hey, you look nice. Look beautiful. But one thing I'm doing, I'm checking to make sure she ain't going out there with no hoochie on. That's why I'm going to make you go out there as a lady. I don't want my lady for everybody to see what my lady got. And I met a young lady and I kept putting her shirt down. It's because a man want an imagination, what's behind that. But if you got all that and you showing everybody, shit, ain't no more imagination. And it's not always, men need to get in their head. Just because you providing for that woman, you ain't got to control that damn woman. At the end of the day, because that damn woman can leave you and go start a whole life by herself and pay her own bills. Period. So I had to address that shit. Yes.
Preach it. And I have spent about 6 years studying Tanya and Julius, and it's been my own private study. I admit it now, and I just wanted, because I wanted to know what makes it work. What makes it work? And why? First of all, I wanted to know why Tanya would pick Julius.
You know what? Can I give you the answer for that?
That's what I really wanted to know.
Because we're Wolverine.
I want to know what the hell Tanya, Dr. Tanya Hall would pick Julius for. But when I stay with them sometimes, y'all know I stay with them sometimes. And I go down to their house all the time when I come here, and I stay with them when I come here. So I see what makes it work. He's not always telling her that, babe, you look good, you look great, but he shows her
Mhm.
by affection. He's affectionate,
Mhm.
you know, towards her. And Tanya already knows she looks good. So he don't have to tell her, but he shows her affection.
By paying her credit card off.
You know,
No, he just joking.
and that I'm like, damn, that's what it is. I gotta get a Julius, but I really don't want anybody out of federal prison. I'm torn on this. You know,
hey, you never know. You never know.
Hey, diamond in the rough. They pass. Hey, they
Yeah.
pass it. They pass. You better check it and find out what he got.
Take these women.
But I have been studying them ever since I really met them in person, and I said she's married to him. I like Tanya from the very beginning. Julius had to. He grew on me.
We was at war at first, but we grew on me.
Yeah. He really had to grow on me, you know. But after he grew on me, it was just like I really started loving the both of them.
Yeah, because we loving people.
I still stand in amazement when I say Tanya is married to Julius.
Well, you don't have to be equally yoked with anybody. I hear a whole lot of people always talking about being equally yoked. But you don't have to be. You got to know when to stay out of your partner's way, when to share those intimate times, when to. I'm busy as hell. I got so many things going on, but my wife, if she's not helping, she knows to stay out of the way and just be there for that support. So I have a great partner, and when you got a great partner, you can thrive. But when you got somebody one of them. Oh, you ain't never home. Oh, you trying to always do this here? No, I'm trying to build something so I can leave something. You know,
there you go. Say it again. Say it again.
It's evident of what I do. Y'all, you know, we opened the studio. That's why Mr. Jerry's sitting here today. We opened the radio station today. You know what I'm saying? We're doing things.
She never tries to kill his dreams. She never tries to kill his dream.
Yeah, my wife is my biggest cheerleader.
Yeah.
Yes. There you go. There you go.
I mean, even though sometimes I know she be like, what the hell is Julius doing now? You know, she is still his piece. You know, she's still his piece. And that's why I have to study her more than I study him, because I'm trying to understand how she maintains her grace. She maintains grace, patience. She is everything that every woman should aspire to be, y'all. I don't know if y'all have ever met her, but seriously, y'all need to get in her presence and sit at her feet, because I've been at her feet and she hadn't even known it for the last 5 years that I've been her study, you know, and I've been
not judgmental, because she's not judgmental. You got a lot of women that's judgmental. She's not judgmental. What you see is what you get with her. If she gonna give you the honest answer, and some people like this, I say things that people want to say but too scared to say it, but I'm gonna say it because it's honest. And if it's hit your toes, then maybe you need to check yourself. And Jane's wife, I love her to death, Sonia. When I was married, I share my wife with Jane, not like share just to like lift him up, and he doing the same thing. I go to her and I listen to her because she's saying what I need to hear, not saying what I want to hear. And she told me, she said, the next relationship you get in, you need to take control of it, because you let every woman take control of you. You need to take control of it. I guarantee you, when you take control of that situation, either she gonna say the comment, she gonna say yeah and agree, or she gonna get quiet.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna be thinking, you know what I'm saying? And she say women love to dream to have this and dream to have. I said, well, damn, she was telling me something I really didn't know. So that's why I go to her, because my next relationship gonna be my best relationship. And I'm gonna be all in. I'm not gonna run into something that I know I'm not for. And right now, I'm not for anything but self-love. Period.
Yep. Tanya has made me a better woman.
You know why?
You know, in the little things. I'll go to Tanya's house and I see how she even just keeps her house and just, you know, and I'll go home and I'm like, oh, Tanya rolls her little her washcloths like this, and she does this, and I implement it in my house so that when I'm becoming a wife, you know, because I've sat under a wife, you know, because I didn't know what it felt. My mother was a wife for 54 years, but my mother was the anti what Jerry is talking about, the woman that didn't know how to stay, you know, she was a wife for 54 years. She emasculated my dad, you know, and I want to be in my place. I want to be an encourager, a supporter. I want to just be that rib, you know, to whoever God blesses me with, you know, and the only way that I can be that is to see it, because I never saw a good marriage, you know. But every time I come down to Julius them, I see, you know, and even if they faking it, I don't know, but they faking it real good, because they've been faking it the whole time. Every time I've known them, you know, all the time I've known them, they've been there and they've been doing it, you know, for the exception of Julius won't go to church. He needs to do better.
You know, I have church right here every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Is my
Julius
church.
needs to do better. But Tanya is on her job.
You know,
she's praying for my
Hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute.
Well, I'm gonna have to go in a second.
Yeah. So I wanted Shamika to say something, because I know she got a Zoom. She got to be on at 8:30. Did you have any final thoughts?
My final thoughts is, you know, everybody on here has valid points. I just feel like the key to a relationship is communication. A lot of people don't know how to communicate, you know, and then since they don't know how to communicate, when they do communicate, the ones that hold it in, it comes out wrong because they're exploding, because they haven't been saying anything. The ones that feel like they know how to communicate, some of them may be hollering, some of them may be cursing. That's not proper communication. So I feel like the key to a relationship is communication, being able to communicate with your partner, being real. What that hurts me. I didn't like that. I like that. I need more of that. This was a trigger for me. This happened to me. Communication is key. A lot of people meet people. You know, I'm with Julius at the beginning. You know, people meet people, and you're not gonna get married tomorrow. You know, some people not gonna get married next week.
There you go.
You hear those stories. Sometimes it happens like that, and then a lot of times it does not happen like that. You got to really get to know people and know what they've been through. You know what they're currently going through. You have to be able to communicate before you get this storytelling in your head. Communication is key, because a lot of times when we meet people, we meet the rep. Pick up the phone, do everything you need in the beginning, and that's the representative.
Yeah.
After 6 months to a year, you start seeing the real them. You're like, whoa. You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, everybody needs love. Every living thing wants to be loved. The key to a relationship to me is being there for your mate, spiritually, mentally, financially, sexually, and emotionally.
That's right.
They need to be well-rounded. You know, a lot of people don't know how to communicate. They're missing some things. They don't say it, or they say it to other people, or they hold it in, or when they do say it, they don't know proper communication, way to communicate with their mate. You can't fuss at them and then expect that, you know, you to have peace. You can't, like I said, you can't bring the trauma and then want the peace. I mean, you got to be honest and you got to be open. You have to be vulnerable with your mate.
Yeah.
And that's real. It's a scary thing to do, but that's real. That's the only way we're going to get close. That's the only way we're going to know what hurts us. How can we move forward? You know, what are we trying to do? We're trying to build. Iron sharpens iron. When you're with somebody, we're supposed to be making each other better. Right. Well, my weaknesses are, if I'm weak in one area, you're strong in one area, then I'm strong too because you got me. Because we're a team. Right. You know? And a lot, and we have to think like that. Like we got to examine our playbook and see how can we score? How can we make a touchdown? What are we doing wrong? I mean, we have to be able to do introspection and be real. And that's, I mean, for me.
Mika, I don't want to stop you, but we got to go to a break, and then I know you got to go get on the Zoom.
You're right.
And we'll be right back with the rest of our show. I appreciate you.
Been real.
When we got this type of subject, you gave great information, and you spitting it out like, hell, I ain't told you what we was doing tonight, and you spitting it out like
I like Mika.
Hey,
I like Mika.
The Jerry C. Mika show. The Jerry C. Mika show. Thanks.
They can have a show together.
I know it.
Well, we appreciate you. We'll be back in a few minutes, so we can do the last 30 minutes of our show. All right.
To the community, see you Saturday, 2 to 6.
Saturday. Don't forget her program. Saturday, Waters in 37. We'll be right back.
I'm Patty Hewitt, and I'm worried about our future.
Last one.
I think about my grandkids and the belief that they deserve every opportunity. And what you deserve, what coastal Georgia deserves, is someone who cares more about their community than about corporate profits and big pharma.
I'll see you later.
All right, thank you. Small business owners and hardworking Georgians are the heart of our community.
Have a good day.
Not CEOs, not lobbyists, not shareholders. But who's taking care of them? It's time to ask yourself, what do you want from your government? This is our year to stand up against what we know is wrong. No more DC politicians invading our home life. No more racism that kills dreams and spreads violence. And no more corporate greed at the expense of workers' rights and our environment.
So what would be the most meaningful help to you?
I've spent the last 8 years working behind the scenes, mobilizing our communities for positive change. And while that is really important work, I can't stand by and allow the same tired politicians to run this country, the same ones who've neglected the real needs of Georgians. I'm ready to take our seat in Congress so I can fight for you and your families.
I vote for you.
Thank you, my darling. I love you. This isn't about party lines. This is about voting for a better future for more Georgians. Enough is enough.
All right. We're back for our last segment. And let's see what we got next. We got a couple of things down, because we got, a woman did I do a woman needs a good man? I did that one. Yeah, I did that one.
You did?
Yeah.
No, you didn't do that one.
No, that's the one we just did. That's the one we just did.
Oh, woman need a good man.
The young lady sitting in her car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The one we just did.
Oh, okay. She was fine too.
It goes good
for
for fine.
If a man has the ability, the mind, the mental sharpness, and the fortitude to come into your life and provide real infrastructure, then he is a provider. There are seasons in a person's life where they 50 might not look like half the bills, but if he shows up in other ways to supplement and make it make sense, you gotta understand that. And I'm sorry, ladies, I'm not sending this as a shot to discourage you, sending it as a shot to wake up. If the only thing you know of provision is a paycheck, then you know nothing of it. If that's what you think a man being a provider is, you have no clue what a real provider is supposed to do. That's why so many kept women are lonely.
Touchdown. He went right through the field goal.
No lies told.
He went right through the field goal. Go ahead,
Take no lies there.
Go ahead, Cozy. You can lead it.
I said it. That no lies told. I agree with everything he says. I can't add to that.
Yeah, because for about what about 5 years, my wife made double what I was making. For about 3 years, we were even. And for the last 3 years, I make double what she makes. You know, so it you just got to be able to
balance it out.
Balance it out. You got to.
Yeah.
You know?
But you can't come in the situation worrying about a man paycheck just for security. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to sit down because you don't know what that woman going through. You don't know what that man going through. At the end of the day, the older you get, you don't work as hard as you used to. So now you got to balance it out. Your check ain't bigger like the other check, especially if you're getting a check once a month. You got to balance it out at the end of the day. But don't come in here worrying about what that man check. And then that's I tell them, stop worrying about what a man can do for you financially and worry about what we can do together. And then it's gonna be okay. And I'm just saying this. And and the reason why I'm saying that, because I done been through all that. I'm not gonna jump in anything that I know I feel uncomfortable with. And one thing about it, I love, hey, when you with me, you're going to get the love, you're going to get the best, you're going to get everything. So if I'm giving you everything, I don't expect you to give me everything, but I expect you to compromise with me and want me to come home and want me to love you and want me to bring some roses and vice versa. My wife got tired of me bringing her roses and perfume because shit, I used to bring it because I was at Emory Hospital and the gift shop was right there and it was free. Shit, you think I paid for this shit? No, I took it. It was free.
but it was a thought that counted.
That's correct.
You went in there and you knew what you liked, and you brought it home. That's what made the difference. It's not how much money you spend on me. It's the thought that you think of me.
Right.
I don't care if you just picking a rose out of the front yard. You thought to pick the rose for me. And it's for me. But I feel like this. When I go into a relationship, I want to know, what are your goals? What are your goals for the relationship? After you know what I bring to the table and what you have in mind for yourself, what are your goals? Because maybe we're not making a whole lot apart, but maybe our goals sync so much so till you have an idea of a business that we could create together, and we're better together than we are apart, so that's the things that I think about when, so I don't so much look at what a person makes. I mean, because I'm a good 6-figure person, but I want to know that you have some goals, because in a little while I want to retire, but I want to turn the page. And when I turn the page, I want to be turning the page to another chapter where I'm able to start doing the things I want to do. Because see, all these years I've been doing the things that I have to do.
Correct.
And I would so love waking up in the morning, doing something with my partner, or that just my partner supports, because I have a whole room dedicated to my business in my house, you know, and I just want to know that you support this and that you're going to help me grow this as I get a little bit older, you know.
Bernard, can you tell Sandra that her time is up?
Hey, son, your time is up. Hey, but sometimes you know how women say, they have that wall up. Men put that wall up too. They say every day you got that wall up. I'm gonna keep it up until somebody can be able to break it down, you know, and you feel good. And that's just it. I mean, and one thing about me and Jules and all our boys, we've been married to our wives close, either 25 or 30 years to the same woman. We good men. We great men. We great providers because we got our best friend in the world. When you got your best friend in the world in the same bed, same house, man, please, that's a beautiful thing. Because the marriage, if people get married, to say that marriage gonna make you now. What gonna make you when you go through hard time?
That's right.
Your friendship gonna make you go 40 years.
Yeah.
But trust me, it's gonna be some hell in there, but you got to stick together.
Yeah. Because when Julius first started ATR Media, you know, and it was only 1 or 2 shows, and if Tanya would have said, you need to go out and get a job for a real job, and she would have kept raining on his vision, this would have never been this. But at some point, you know, she may have told him, you know, hey, I really don't see this. But at some point she said, hey, do what you do. Do what you do.
Yeah, we'd have had Acrimony. Y'all seen that movie, right?
No, I haven't seen it.
With Taraji P. Henson? Watch Acrimony. Very good.
Oh, okay.
She left her husband because he was inventing something. She kept, and he just kept, you know, he just kept at it. He kept at it. And then then she left him alone. She threw him out and kicked him out. A year later, they brought his patent. He had a patent for the.
They had a patent.
And next thing you know, he's a millionaire. He came and brought her $1 million check.
Wow.
Even though he didn't have to. He came and gave her, it was either $1 or $10 million check. But that wasn't good enough for her. She wanted him back. She wanted all of it.
Yeah.
You know?
You know,
new woman, everything. When she left him, he had peace now. He didn't have that chaos in his house. He had somebody that believed in him and helped him nurture into bringing that project that he had into fruition. You know, but Acrimony is a good movie.
Watch it. Where's it on? It's on Netflix.
You can find it anywhere.
Yeah, you can
anywhere. Google it or whatever.
Try Netflix and put Acrimony in with Taraji P. Henson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know.
True.
I think
True Love is real.
Yeah. Is that Tyler Perry?
That was Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Is that one of his movies?
That was Tyler. Yeah.
Oh,
because you know he bring him. That was him.
But you definitely find it on BET Plus then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, we at the latter part of our stuff. I didn't have a lot of time because I was this dude here starting to putting all the equipment in today. I'll download all the pictures for that next week. If Robert or Jamal would have came, I would have been able to download the pictures and put them up.
Yeah.
But I didn't think about it until it was too late. And I didn't want to go off and try to download it while y'all talking because it might kill the show. It might kill my live because I'm the only one here tonight. If they were here, then they would be in also. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I just want to make a quick note. Somebody asked twice, how do they donate to the show?
I put it up earlier.
You put it up earlier? Okay.
Yeah, I put it up.
Okay.
You know, my closing statement, a good relationship is about love, trust, respect, and honesty.
Yeah.
once you have those two elements, love conquers everything. And if you love somebody unconditionally, you realize that money is not an issue. Because I've seen it many times. Homeless people, no matter what they have and what they go through, she will go down the drain with her husband. The husband will do the same for her. And you know why they stay together? Because of love, not because of money. So what I'm saying, these are some little examples we must look into. And women learn to be humble. Men love to be reasonable. Love your wife unconditionally. Once ever you start seeing those conditioned things in your relationship, you start dealing with issues. Love your family, your wife, or your husband unconditionally. Have total respect for each other and listen to each other. Communicate, as you mentioned previously, makes a lot of sense. Don't get caught up into the media hype. Don't let it be entrenched in your heart and your thinking pathways. Just believe in yourself and just act who you are. And it always works out to the true end of success. That's my closing statement on tonight's message.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much.
But well, you deep, Mr. Jerry.
Yeah, he is.
That was the Jerry C. Show facts.
Oh man, you trying to give me another name? Oh man, you trying
the Jerry C. Show.
No.
The Jerry C. Show facts.
Yeah. Don't forget, people, that we have a cruise coming up. You got until November the 10th to pay your deposit. November the 10th, pay your deposit. That's another 12 days or so. Pay your deposit, people. Go on this cruise.
Cozy, you going? You not going?
I did a cruise one time, one and done.
Yeah.
I
don't like it.
Cruise. I love to cruise.
Nope.
So I'm going on this one. So I'm planning on having big fun.
Good.
Big fun.
Especially if we get Bernard. Bernard, did you rearrange your thing?
Yeah, I got my schedule now. I'm gonna rearrange it and jump on it. Yep. I got it yesterday.
Damn it, Bernard, we could have been roommates.
Yeah.
We would have had
Now I'll go. No, I'm just kidding.
We would have had a whole lot of things we could.
No, James going once I redo it, and me and James gonna be roommate. I just got to redo it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Hey, but we still on the same ship.
Boy, I'm telling y'all, I wouldn't miss this for the world. You know, when I knew who was going, you know, I was just like, no, I gotta find me a roommate. So I found one this week, and I'm ready.
So this is something that we want to make sure that everybody knows about it. Tell all your friends about it. It's not just it's for everybody, and we're trying to see whether we can have a large group so we can go, like when my class goes, we take over the cruise ship. We take over all the parties that we go to and everything on the cruise ship. It'd be about 40 of us, so you know we go that deep. You know.
Hey, Jew, what's your friend's name? That was he was out there with us at Bernard's house, Bernard's sister house the other night. We were all playing cards at the homecoming thing.
That's my boy. That's she talking about Bobby.
But
yeah,
is that
Bobby? Bobby.
Not the one that's a vegan. Not the vegan.
Not him.
Not the
Sherman.
Sherman. Is Sherman going? Cause I got a damn. I got a vein to pick with him for cheating.
He was reneging a lot.
Yeah, he was cheating. He was cheating.
He was cheating like hell. At that spades table. And when we meet again, Sherman, if you watching, you know, I mean, it was just ridiculous how they were sandbagging y'all, you know.
But they thought you was so different, Sonya. They say when you in person, you and Jamal, y'all ain't got shit to say. Y'all quiet, but when y'all get on these shows, Lord have mercy. Jason, I didn't know she was that damn quiet. And then he say, shit, every show we know you loud on there, you're loud I'm just loud, shit.
Yeah, I try to hold myself together when I'm,
Yeah,
I mean,
public. Yeah.
And actually, when I'm in my house, I drink. And when I'm out in public, I do not drink.
Okay.
So, but when I'm on the ship, I get the bottomless bubbles. So I'm drinking all day, every hour. I'm drinking, because I don't have nowhere to go. I don't have nowhere to drive. So trust and believe I am the hypest one. So
it's on.
It is on. It is on. So trust and believe I am I'm a different being when I don't have to drive anywhere. I don't have to think about anything. And just like Vegas, everything that happens on the ship, stay on the ship.
Stays on the ship, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
No.
You stay on the ship. So
but we had a ball. Man. Savannah State College. We want to thank y'all.
Yes. Savannah State don't owe me nothing.
Next year we're gonna have it even better because there ain't gonna be no wedding she got to go to. There ain't gonna be this.
Right.
Yeah,
we're playing it all out, and we got that spot over there. Especially we wasn't on we was right next to the campus. We won. We was about what 20, 25, 30 yards. Yeah. We wasn't that far. We could see everything there, but we was on the corner of a major intersection and had fun. Yeah.
It was a bittersweet time for me this time because I found out that my boy Jeff Hanna had passed away a couple of few years ago, and Jeff, he was a Q and I'm an AKA, but we met each other back in 2000, I think 5, and we were fast friends, and we always met up at Savannah State University's homecoming, right there on the corner where we were, but over there on the gate.
Well, we got one or two other subjects, and then we're gonna go with this last one, and I'll hold the other two for next week. But we're gonna go with this last one. And Bernard, tell Jerry when he on the show, he can't get up like Robert, okay? Then we running a show. You can't get up. Do you look at ESPN? You don't see them get up and leave. You can't get up and just leave until there's a break.
I gotta learn etiquettes. Thank you.
Yeah. You ain't on the radio.
Sure.
Yeah, you ain't on the radio where you can just get up and walk away, man.
I'm learning the etiquettes of the show.
Jerry Deep boy. I'm gonna have to take Jerry to Cheetah since he
right there in Atlanta with you. He right there in Atlanta. Yeah, so he right there in Atlanta.
And let him talk to some of these women that Cheetah and see what they respond to.
First of all, Jerry has been married for 25 years. He ain't messing around with you.
He ain't going with you. That man trying to stay married. He ain't going to the
He got a good thing.
Damn.
He got a good thing going.
Oh yeah.
I just need to find me a partner, man, because every time I turn around, man, wives don't want them to hang out with me or none of that shit. All right.
No.
All right.
Yeah. They
no, Jerry. Jerry, just say no.
No, I'm happy.
All right, let's look at these at this here real quick.
Has an update on how the neighborhood is coming along and is giving us an inside look.
The developer says people have already moved into 20 of the 29 homes in South Park Cottages, and the ball is already rolling on the next location, Union City. Crews are putting the finishing touches on the final 9 tiny homes. 16 months after construction began, all 29 have been sold.
The money they spend is directly impacting this community. College Park will now get, and Fulton County will now get tax revenue from this community that didn't exist before.
Plus, developer Booker Washington says micro-communities are also keeping more money in the residents' pockets.
I'm saving about maybe $2,000. I'll be passing this down to my son.
Equity. With rent continuously on the rise across Metro Atlanta, Janice Williams chose to buy for the same size space.
I was considering getting an apartment because I'm downsizing from a 5-bedroom house on the south side, and it was just too much. My son moved out. He has a new baby, a new family he's building, and my mother is elderly. She couldn't go up and down the 16 flights of steps to her bedroom. It just makes more sense.
Williams has been in the neighborhood for 3 weeks. Washington says there are several other residents like her, singles, single parents, couples, and retirees.
The residents of South Park are diverse. They range from 40,000 upwards to millionaires that live here.
The average rent in Metro Atlanta is about $2,000 a month. Washington says the average mortgage here is $1,500, and he has his eyes set on the next project, Union Park.
Expanding in all urban metro area markets is important because every metro area market is affected by high real estate prices and squeezing out those in the lower incomes. So we are eyeing and targeting the center of Atlanta. We have a long waiting list, an interest list of well over 3,000 of people that desire a micro home project.
In College Park, Teresa Bowles, 11 Alive News.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We passed by there last week. I know that brother, when he first started it, they thought he was crazy, but
Rabble.
hey, yeah.
That's awesome.
Again, that's how visionary we are, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it. They got to realize that.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I ain't talking, I'm not bragging about Atlanta, but I am bragging about Atlanta because I remember we came in 44 years ago. It wasn't nothing. And we built that looked like us.
For sure.
Built Atlanta, Georgia. That's why it's called Chocolate City. And it's a totally different kind of black people. Yeah, we have our different, but we get along. We try to hit the next person. It's not like Savannah, Georgia, where you got all City Hall is all black and ain't nobody trying to help nobody. I mean, Atlanta is a totally different breed. And I know because we built it from the ground up. And when that brother said that he was going to build a little house, they thought, and he did it. And he moving on to the next one. And he moving on to the next one.
What's the name of the project?
I can't remember. I know it's close between what you call it, Midtown. It's between Midtown and close to between Midtown.
He just said it.
And Canton. It's right in the heart where they had all that land and what nothing there, and then he built it. It's right there.
Yeah.
And like you say, 1,500. He ain't trying to kill old people, But hey,
well, they're buying this.
Right.
And then that would, when you buy, your mortgage is low. I mean, you're gonna pay less than your rent.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The city gets the tax revenue, which is cool.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy.
What's up, Jesus? Yeah. But hey, you got to come together, man. When you come together, you be together, and then you make beautiful things happen.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, Jamal, you graced us with your presence tonight. Where you been?
I've been in Riceboro, city of Riceboro.
Oh yeah, Riceboro,
See, Georgia.
I told y'all we busy. We are busy. We are busy. Where
That's
you
your
at
right-hand
now?
man right there.
Where you at now?
I'm in my bedroom right now. I said, let me come on. I'll do that. Because Julius Hall called me, even though he knew I was in Riceboro.
I forgot.
Yeah.
It slipped my mind for a minute.
Yeah, because my show was ready because we recorded my show. It was all ready.
Yeah, your show went on at 6:00.
Yes,
Hey, Jamal.
I looked at it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, we know ain't nobody in your bedroom, so we good.
When you going back out to the farm?
Every day.
Well, yeah, pretty much every day. Mm-hmm.
I wanted to come and take a look. I'll be out tomorrow. I'm gonna call you because I just wanted to come out and take a look at what you guys are planning.
Well, both of y'all need to be with me 8:30 in the morning.
Friday, 8:30.
8:30.
We're going to the office, to the radio station.
Oh, okay.
I already got somebody else I'm meeting at 8:00. So what I do that might work. Then you may need to pick me up. So what I do, I'll send you the address where I'm going to be at my mama house at 8:00, You just come there and get me.
Well, I gotta stop and get donuts because these people want donuts. The Atlanta people want donuts.
Krispy Kreme.
Bernard, you ever heard of World Famous? The DJ?
Yeah,
That's who's setting it all up with him.
Oh, okay.
World Famous is the engineer. I need y'all there so y'all can learn in the morning. 8:30 at the office.
Because his office is downtown Atlanta. His office is downtown Atlanta, right?
Hey guys,
his office is.
Hey guys,
his office, yeah.
walk with your checkbooks, right?
Hey, you gotta take me with you, Jew.
Yeah, you got to go in the morning. I'm going early because I got to stop and get donuts.
Come on, that's
you going to Krispy Kreme to get donuts?
No,
we want Dunkin's.
I'm going to get from Baker's Pride probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So which means you can swing right there on Bullock. So I'll go ahead and text you.
Yeah, and then I'll come by and get you and get Eden, and then we'll go to the office.
Right.
And because they got to be trained. He was showing them a whole lot today, and it's man, it's awesome. Have y'all been listening to the station? It's up and running right now. And yeah, so we're going to program our music in it. We're going to have all type of stuff in it with competitions with me versus Jamal for the best Gullah Geechee music, me versus Bernard for the best Teddy Pendergraft versus Isaac Hayes songs.
Yeah.
Listen, ain't none of y'all be able to beat me. Because see, I know music, and then guess what? I got a secret weapon. Tanya Howard Hall. I got a secret weapon. Y'all ain't gonna be able to beat me. She know every song. Come on, she know it.
I want to do raw bass and raw bass and what was Arkham and raw bass.
Rakim and Eric B and Rakim.
Eric B and Rakim versus anybody.
Yeah, right.
Because they're the best.
Mess. What'd you say, Jamal?
Yeah, I'm saying that what you need to be doing, telling Jerry, because we got people from around the entire country and other people who got their own music and also would like to have shows, but how to get them from afar to be able to do that. That's what need to be happening. See, y'all right down. Other stuff, you just want to talk about a competition. You need to be you sitting right there with Jerry. You need to be saying, all right, because Jamal done gave me people down in Florida, people in Atlanta, people in Cali, and people in Chicago, and they all down with regards to being a part of.
Okay, that's your night. That's your night to have a new artist.
International night.
No. What I'm saying, they could be DJ. See, once again, I done told. Hold up, Jamal. Did you not tell him that if you
hold on, there you go. You talking about this here? You talking about this?
No. What I'm saying, totally missing it. What that means is that if they do their own, if they're going to got their music, they want to do a show. That means that's other people. It's not only a few people to do it. I done told him that, but he ignored me on that. So again, I'll talk to Jerry about that, so those people can from afar can still do it. Because guess what? When it comes down to it, how many personalities do you have right now? And so I'm just throwing it out there. Like, guess what? If people down in Miami could be doing a show. Guess what? That means you ain't got to have somebody in Savannah per se. And so that's what plugging in those commercials and all that. But see, I'm senior vice president, but they don't listen to me when I'm giving them the ideas.
You got to
okay, Charlie Brown.
Listen, senior vice president need to be to the meeting in the morning. And
yeah, so that's why I got to do.
Hold on.
That's
senior
why I'm down in Riceboro tonight.
Okay,
again,
senior vice president can do all these things because see me, Mr. Jerry, sitting here, we're talking about having a hot 2100 Charlotte, having a hot 2100 Miami, having a hot 2100. Get Savannah
together first.
Jacksonville. We're gonna get all that. I'm telling you about the long range goals. You see, you.
Y'all ain't got Kamala Harris elected yet, and y'all might not. So I'm just saying.
Hey!
We tried.
Bad juju over here.
Yeah.
Because I was with people early before, with some politicians early here, and they were talking about how the numbers ain't up in Savannah, Chatham County. And so again,
they got
all
73,000 people already vote. That's half the people that usually vote.
And so I said it's a malaise. We gotta get people out there. If not, then guess what? Some of y'all gonna need to be leaving because they're gonna be taking y'all out. But I ain't gonna say no more. I'm leaving it alone.
Hey, brothers and sisters, it was nice meeting everyone. I want to say good night and hope to
Good night.
chat
Thank
you
you.
sometime again.
I appreciate it. Good seeing you.
I'll see you, brothers and sisters, at the office tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll see those two there in the morning.
I'll see you in Atlanta. Jerry, see
Yeah,
you.
just stop by and see him, Bernard.
His office right now.
Matter of fact, go up there because we want to. If we can put our black media up there, he got in the office next to his. It's a lot of space. I'm talking about a lot of space that when we get to moving and doing the things that we need to do, we got office space up there. In the office next to his, So, but we'll get all that later. Jamal saw it. Anyway, we'll see y'all at 8:30 in the morning. The ones who gonna come, and then we gotta get the other ones to come on by. Robert, I don't know where he at tonight. He didn't answer his phone. And with Tommy, we need Sandra call him Tommy.
Tommy.
The mark. Yeah. So we'll see y'all in the morning. Jamal, call you on my way.
All right. I can't let you sit. I can't sit on here and let you talk about my brother like that.
Yeah, he know who he is. He know who he is.
Hey, Tommy and Jesus. Jesus and Tommy.
Good night, everybody.
All right, y'all be good.
All right, y'all.
You know the name Jesus is the title, right?
Yeah.
Like this.